It's not similar, because if you're cheating in a game, you're using something that these anal beads, whatever it is, that's allowing you to make better moves. That is so much different than if everyone's doing steroids. Because if you're doing steroids because everyone's doing steroids, like everyone is cheating, so there's no cheating.
Right.
But if one person is just using their brain and the other person is using some sort of a calculation and getting some sort of a signal, we don't even know if that was real because it was never proven, right? He might have just beaten them. Like Magnus might have gotten off to a bad start, and that's the thing is like this guy can actually play chess, which is kind of crazy.
And he's chaotic, creative, and so on. So there's a lot of dangerous trajectories that could take possibly. Like I did the chess playing thing, not with anal beads, but there is, for people who are curious, I discovered this. This is fascinating. There's quite a lot of anal beads and butt plugs and sex toys that are Bluetooth connected. And they have Python, so you can program. There's I think it's actually called on GitHub butt plug.
Can you have them move to music?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. I don't know if your ass or vagina could feel that. I don't know. I have not investigated any of this, but clearly a lot of people are.
Imagine if it syncs to a song. You're masturbating to In a Garden of Eden.
No, that's pretty easy actually to do. Yeah, this is something you would 100% do. But I don't know how much interest this. But anyway,
so you could somehow or another use that to send a signal that would tell you knight to whatever, rook.
Yeah,
I mean,
I didn't use that. I just used there's a bunch of devices that can vibrate. They're just like a size of just like the size of a quarter, and so I played with that. Have a camera on the.
How would some? I mean, I don't even know how they theorize. If someone's playing chess and they have an anal bead that gives them signals. How could it even tell you how to move your pieces around? Like, what kind of a bizarre code would you have to...
Well, I'm glad you asked, Joe. There's an answer to this. No, so for a beginner like me, so it's just like a mediocre player like me, you would use a lot of information, like Morse code. You would say, take this piece, so it's the position of that piece, and move it to here. Mm-hmm. That's a lot of vibration.
Right.
For a grandmaster level player, all you need... It's a very low resolution signal about even just the information of there exists a move here that's not standard, that's going to be very strong. So that sends a grandmaster signal to think about this position. Like there's obvious moves and there's non-obvious moves. And like I'm just giving you examples of like a grandmaster needs a much fewer signal.
I see what you're saying.
So I would most normal players would need to be buzzing like crazy, but so with Morse code, there's a lot of different ways to compress. Like if you want to get good at this, it's actually I forget how many bits of data are needed, but it's very little. But if the easy one is Morse code to just send you the position of the piece. Yep. The interesting thing that I have not tested, and the audience, the few people in the audience that want to test this, is a lot of the vibrating devices have different settings, 0 to 20. I wonder how sensitive you are to be able to tell the difference between the settings.
Right, you could kind of like hover the piece of like warmer, colder.
So you can have
maybe you could kind of like hover.
No, because
Sweetie, you're such a romantic. It's so cute.
Well, for sure. Like imagine I don't know. So back to sex toys. Imagine a vibrator could please a woman 1,000 times better than another human can.
Yeah, don't be selfish. Let her use the vibrator.
No, I know. But I'm telling you, there's... Exactly.